Hello, it's E3, and the first conference of the day from Microsoft just ended. I usually put this out as text every year, but I'm just going to doing it this way because it's easier. I'm going to be going over what happened and just quick thoughts. So if you want to go watch the press conference before watching this, go ahead. So it started out with good news that it's just this whole show is just going to be about games, which it was. And they're looking at this timeline that I did. It's a lot of games, so let's get to it. They showed a Call of Duty, saying that DLC is going to be first on Xbox Live. There's going to be jetpacks in the game. Looks like so you can soar, fly around for a short period of time. You can interact with the environment. They showed a guy ripping off a door using it as a shield. And in the demo, that kind of looks like they have their own version of the Flood with like drones. I don't know. And oh yeah, I think there's a laser gun as well. It doesn't look that's the only thing that looks like futuristic with this whole game is that there's a laser gun now. And that game is coming out November 4th this year. Next they talked about some free DLC for Forza 5. So Hamburger, some German track, like has all graffiti on a corner or something. I don't know. I kind of zoned out. They showed a trailer for Horizon 2. It just looks like they have the same game, but now they just added rain. It can rain now. I like to see how that changes, if any, the road condition. They then showed trailer for Evolve, the game from Valve, from the creators of Left 4 Dead. And guess what? It's a 4-player co-op game. Probably may have versus. I can see that because some of the monsters do look like Left 4 Dead monsters. But instead of like Left 4 Dead, where everyone's the same, this one has a. Oh crap! That word's leaving my mind. Why am I blanking? Has classes there. Jeez. It has class based. It looks like there's a heavy and a sniper and all that. Next, they showed gameplay of Assassin's Creed Unity, and that has 4-player co-op. Now, having co-op in a stealth game, that just seems like there's gonna be a lot of fighting and arguments among friends, because someone's just gonna mess up, alert everyone, and then something's gonna go wrong. I know there's been other, like the Tom Clancy Splinter Cell games has co-op. I haven't played any stealth games that had co-op yet, so I don't know if it works. It looks like Assassin's Creed, but with just 4 players. Be curious if they try multiplayer still, or just stick with the co-op. Dragon Age was next. They only showed a trailer. I was in TeamSpeak with some other people, and they said that this one actually has a dragon in it. And I'm trying to remember if there was a dragon in the first one. I haven't played the second one, and I can't remember one. That game's coming out in October 7th. That kind of makes me wonder if they're going to connect it to 2, or is it just going to be a whole separate thing? Sunset Overdrive was shown next, with mostly a trailer, and then a brief gameplay. The trailer said that has a guy all cool looking, trying to be all cool and such, and then it says that I'm the player. He's pointing at me, but in the game you're playing as him. So in the whole thing that they kept saying with this game, you're the hero, but you're playing as the guy in the trailer, who's pointing out to us that we're the hero. So that doesn't make sense. The game is a shooter. It's very cartoonish, very bright colors and all that, and I actually like that. It's not dull and black and grays and all that. It kind of looks like they took a whole bunch of stuff from shooters and put it in there. There's like bounce pads from like Unreal Tournament. It's grinding on rails like on BioShock Infinite. When you do like a big, it's probably going to be like a Bulletstorm. It's probably going to have some kind of scoring system. Someone in the TeamSpeak chat said it looked very 90s, and I kind of agree. Next up, they showed a trailer for Dead Rising 3 DLC. Now, what they showed was a lot of stuff that you can play through. You can play through the game, 4-player co-op. I don't know if that's new. You can also play as a whole bunch of Capcom characters. They showed some Street Fighter. They showed other Dead Rising characters. And for that, just to be, it's DLC. It's out now. I don't know what the price is, but for that, just being DLC and not a disc game like they did with Off the Record, is showing that Capcom is learning from their mistakes and not gonna pull that ever again. Next up was announced that Dance Central will be coming back in September. And he also only talked. I was hoping to see maybe gameplay or something of it. Fantasia, which I think is coming in this year. I've been hearing about it for almost a year from like Giant Bomb. Every time John Drake is on there. Next they showed a trailer for Fable Legends. It just looks like more Fable. And you can play as good or evil. It's multiplayer. I don't know if it's just multiplayer. When you play as evil, you get to kind of do like a strategy game. You get to place enemies and obstacles on the map, and then the hero, the other side, has to go through it and clear it. That doesn't really sound very fun when you're playing as... Doesn't really sound that fun. The villain is just probably going to put everything, all the hard stuff in as much as they can. So yeah, I don't see how that's gonna work that well. It's not gonna be that much variety unless you play with friends. Next, they showed up Project Spark, which it's like it's a creative game like a Lost Planet, but you can make 3D games as well. And they announced that Conquer was going to be in the game. Which, why? Oh, people were asking like for a new Conquer, or asking, like what's going on with Conquer. Okay, let's just throw them in here because you don't have anything planned. I guess that series is dead. Next up was a trailer for ORI. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ori? R-I? And the Blind Forest. It's a 2D... It's like a 2D platformer. Probably some puzzles. It has a look of Child of Light and... I wanted to say Limbo, but now thinking about it, it doesn't look like Limbo. It's like a lot of jumping around. A lot of platforming and such. Next up, they showed... they talked about the Master Chief Collection, which has all 4 games. Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're not including ODST or Reach. Which, I don't see why not. Just, is it because he can't... And he keeps saying that all those games are on one disc. I don't see why not just have ODST and Reach as DLC. No. And just put a DLC code in there and you got all the games. And they kept driving in that you can finally play all the 4 games on one... Yeah. And only on Xbox One. But I can play all the games on the 360. And 2 of them that you didn't talk about. This made me very disappointed. Because I was just hoping just for a Halo 2 remake to come out. But it just looks like they're going to shove the Halo remake. They're probably not going to touch 3 and 4, and just put it all together. So we had to So you have to pay like a full $60 or maybe even higher. Like a collector's edition, all that junk. Just so they can get more money. Next, they showed a trailer for Inside. It's a game that was made from the people who did Limbo, and it does look like Limbo, but it happens in a concentration camp. I played some Limbo a few weeks ago, and it yeah, it definitely looks like it. Looks like you're playing as a kid again, and it does look like you're going through a concentration camp. After that, they showed some whole bunch of indie games. Showed like a montage about what's coming, like Mighty Number 9 and some other stuff. I wasn't really looking at the names. It's kind of going by real quick. I didn't catch the names really well. After that, they showed Witcher 3. Still looks good, like all the other Witcher games. It's kind of a series I wish I had the time to play. I heard that they're very difficult. The game not difficult with the mechanics. After that, they showed a trailer for Phantom Dust, which didn't really show anything. They're just about guessing it's a fighter because it's from the people who made Killer Instinct, and I guess it's on Xbox because he said that it's from Xbox, the original Xbox. I don't know. I never heard of it. I thought I was going to get grabbed by the ghoulies. Because it was from Rare and the Xbox. After that, they showed some gameplay footage, some live gameplay footage of The Division, and just like Ubisoft and their third-person shooters lately, it just looks boring. It happens in New York. Some kind of plague has hit, and you just go around shooting people. They shot some paint cans, and the paint splattered out of them. And that looked okay. New game mechanic, but besides, the whole game just looks boring. And after that, they closed out with Crackdown. I feel like I'm missing something. If I am sorry. Everything just went really quickly, and I feel like I missed something. So there's a new Crackdown game, and they're not calling it Crackdown 3. They're just calling it Crackdown. They just showed a trailer with no real gameplay footage. They showed a team of 4 taking down this building, have it crash onto another building to kill a leader, which was in leaders that were in Crackdown. So it's not like Crackdown 2. Yay! They're actually leaders. Now, if you can actually knock down that building and kill leaders like that. That's cool. That's a new game function. That's nice. But I won't trust anything that game says or said about that game until the reviews. Last time they were saying, it has we improved the game so much. We have actually a story now. Yeah, the story was a 2-minute clip, and that's it. At least this time, I hope this time we don't have to be like, go to this place, stand here, wait. Okay, now go here, protect this thing where we just, dropped on the ground from 50 stories. Okay, now repeat. There's your game. Go collect these orbs, by the way. So yeah. If they take the DLC that they had in Crackdown 3, and they take the vehicles and DLC that was in Crackdown 3 and put it in 1, I think that would be a good game. But it would also be nice to have a story, an actual story. Maybe find out some background information about why we're going after these leaders, what they do, and such. Not just, here's the bad guys, go get them. And that was pretty much it. Nothing surprisingly came out. All this was predicted. So it's very predictable. All this was predicted or already announced. I feel like they could have just left out the Forza 5 and maybe the Dead Rising DLC. I mean, I don't want to talk about new games, but you're talking about DLC. I'm kind of bummed about the Halo collection, and because Halo 2, I really wanted to. I'm just kind of bummed that, oh look, there's a reason I have to get an Xbox now and have it online for Halo 2 so I can play that again. I really didn't get to play that much Halo 2. The majority of Halo 2 that I played was on the last day. I kind of burned through Halo 1 and 2 a week before Halo 3. That was the first time I played it. And the copy I had could only do the campaign. Every time you try to go to multiplayer, it would freeze. I was borrowing my cousin's copies. Yeah, besides Halo edition, there's nothing really screaming to me that I should get an Xbox. And I mean, it just doesn't look like there's much first party stuff. The first party stuff doesn't even look that interesting. Fable, Legendaries, Crackdown, I don't trust. They didn't show anything of Phantom Dust. Just two people standing next to each other, then lunging at each other, and the trailer. And Forza Horizon 2, the only thing it looks like is rain. Really? Only thing. That's the only thing? Really? I don't know what else you can add, but you didn't even talk about how if it's going to affect a game. Well, I should just probably end this because EA is probably going to start soon. And I'll come up with a video for that. So, expect about 3 more videos after this. See you later.